Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Ash. I hope you've all had an amazing Christmas and going to have a happy new year. It's the Monday, so the 29th that I'm recording this, which obviously the video will be up straight away. But what we're going to do, we're going to go through a bit of transfer rumours coming up, and then I'll probably do a video afterwards about the upcoming fixtures because there's games, tomorrow and Thursday, I think it is. But we're going to quickly run through some stuff that I think we need. We're going to have a quick talk about. So in my opinion, we 100% need the likes of a right back and left back because currently we are struggling in those positions. We've been having when Lewis Hall's been out. Because the thing is, Lewis Hall and Tino Livramento have got niggling injuries that keep on coming back, keep getting them out. And then the cover, Kieran Trippier, has obviously been injured, which, like I said, we'll look at that in a minute, but we'll just talk about the main back four being Lewis Hall, injury prone. We've been putting Dan Burnfill in there. Malik Chow, he's been a staple. He's been fit. He's looked absolutely astonishing, so I'm more than happy with him. Sven Botman has always had his injury problems since he came to us. And then Tino Livramento, again, also had injury problems. So they are kind of our four main centre-backs, right-backs. Then obviously we've been having Lewis Hall fill in a right-back recently when Tino Livramento's been out. So we have a great base of our midfield where you got the Bruno and Tonali. They're amazing. We've even got the likes of Lewis Miley for backup. Obviously, there's some other people in midfield. Like I said, I think Jacob Ramsey's starting to hit the ground a bit now. I think he's getting into a bit of form. I think he's going to look better. However, I think we still need to consolidate an attacking midfielder. I think that's an area we need to look at. So for me, for what we need to focus on, attacking. I'll be happy with any of these positions. Attacking midfielder, left back, right back, and potentially a right wing. I think we're kind of struggling on the right wing at the moment, which I didn't think we would be with the likes of Murphy and Ramsey. Not Ramsey, sorry, Alanga. Right. Let's have a quick look at some basically rumours that we've had. So Scott McTominay, I think that would be a pretty good deal, to be fair. Again, he'd be a bit further up. He could potentially go in that position. I don't think he's done. I mean, he did look very good at Napoli. Let's have a look at. We'll get up the transfer market just to have. I don't know why it always does it. I always tries to put it in German. As you can see, he's still playing a lot of minutes. He's playing this more central midfielding. He does have the ability to kind of do sort of box to box and run a bit deeper. So I would prefer to get Scott McTominay over the likes of Kobe Mainoo, to be honest, if it is possible. Like I said, he's got some goal contributions. I think it would help our midfield quite a bit. But we're not going to necessarily look at that. I think more likely what I'd be happy. I mean, Elliot Anderson, please come back to us, man. I would do anything. Maybe a little swap deal plus money. They take the likes of Joe Willock. We get Elliot Anderson back, yeah, and then plus some money like 50 million. I would be more than happy with that. But let's have a look at some other people that we're being linked with. Who I think Barcola, I think, would be an amazing option. Obviously, we saw him. We played against him against Marseille. Great prospect. I don't actually know how much he's going to be going for. And there's going to be quite a lot of people that are interested in him. Obviously, it says he's only 4 million, but I think he'll go for a lot more than that. I think he is a potentially good prospect, to be fair. Still has a lot to grow, which is the thing. However, I think getting him in could potentially be amazing. I do think he would go anywhere between 20 to 30 million pounds. Obviously, we have links with Marseille, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. But Barcola, to me, I think I would be happy with him coming. Obviously, like I said, he's a very young talent. He's only just turned 18. He's an attacking midfielder, which I think is sort of a position we need to focus on. So I'd be happy with that. Key Schmidt from AZ, another potential person. However, AZ are basically saying that they want at least 60 million euros. The proposals of approximately 60 million euros have been rejected, and that the price is higher than that. Right, well, that's crazy. So that would be looking anywhere between 60 to 70 million pounds. He's incredibly good prospect. He's a gamble, especially for the price of that at his age. I don't know. I don't. You couldn't. I don't think we could get a loan with an obligation or option to buy. I think we would have to buy him. So I don't think this is unfortunately going to be something that would happen in January. See how he goes maybe for the rest of the season, then potentially come in. He's going to be gone. I think some clubs going to be coming and buying him in the end of season transfer window. Let's have a look at someone like Ruben Neves. I would be happy getting Ruben Neves, to be fair. He has looked great. Obviously, he's a bit more of a DM, though. So how I see it, right, if we look at someone like a DM that we would get, we'd probably be pushing Bruno a bit more into an attacking midfielding role, which he can do that. But yeah, so obviously when we keep getting the likes of David for some reason, Jonathan David. He's not had a good season at Juventus, but he is very good. But obviously these are just some rumours that I've had some reports. There's obviously going to be more rumours out there, but for me personally, I would be happy with some of these. See, this is where I saw this. I saw this Hoffenheim for Torre. We do not need a left wing. Out of every position, that is probably one of the positions that we're very consolidated in, with the likes of Barnes and Gordon. Obviously, Gordon's not had really a good year, to be honest, in the Premier League. But he needs to get his form back. We know the heights Gordon can get. But let's have a quick look at this. So this is our squad. As you can see, look at the age of our squad. It's incredibly aging. Got a decently... midfield's quite young. Attack's a bit older, because obviously Wissa. Goalkeeper, obviously we've got the likes of flipping John Rudy, which brings up the buddy age of that quite a lot. But we need to get... Personally, I think we need to get rid of Pope. I'm more than happy to keep Ramsdale as a backup. I think we need a new number one. So going through this all, I kind of show exactly the positions that I think we need to strengthen. Malik Chow, more than happy to keep. Great centre back. He's going to be our sort of left-sided centre-back partnership, I think, for many years to come. He's unbelievable. Sven Botman's meant to be that also on the right side, but he keeps on getting injured. Like, look at his... Is there a way to... There's definitely a way to see the injury record. Injury history. Here we go. Look at this. My God, that is so many games. Just for Newcastle, he's missed 18... God, you might do my maths here. 18, 30, 26, flipping 46. You get it. I'm really not going to do the maths. I can't. It's too early for this. I'm struggling from Christmas as it is. Either way, Sven Botman. I think we're going to need to potentially in the summer looking to get another replacement, just because Sven Botman can't keep up fitness at the moment, which slightly worries me. Fabian Schär at 34 needs to probably... So Dan Burn and Fabian Schär, absolutely amazing players. They have been over the past few years for us. However, Fabian Schär definitely is not someone who should be starting in our current lineup. Amazing servant for the club, but unfortunately, I mean, his contract runs out at the end of this season anyway, so he's probably going to be getting moved on. Dan Burn, we need to see what he's like when he comes back to fitness, but he has looked good, to be fair. So I don't mind keeping Dan Burn for like a backup. Like you said, he's back. He's turning 34 soon, and he's looked amazing, to be fair, even getting put as left back. So I don't mind keeping him. Lascelles, I think we need to sell, move on. Lewis Hall, good. Alex Murphy, good. Tino, good. Trippier, move on. He'll be gone by the end of the season. Emil Kraft needs to be gone. So as you can see, that's probably like half the defenders that I say need to be getting moved on. And then here, so Bruno Tonali, obviously main staples, need to stay in our team. Jacob Ramsey, again, good. Just needs to focus a bit more. Joe Linton, there's been some rumours about him potentially leaving, actually. Which, would I be bothered? Potentially not. He's getting to that age now, like he's 29 years old. Potentially could be looking at moving him on. I love Joe Linton. I think he's a great player, but I think he's past his best. Lewis Miley, we need to give him a contract extension now. Joe Willock, again, he's an okay backup, but I think we could do with moving him on as well. And then up front, so the left wing, yeah, Barnes and Gordon, great pairing. Keep them 100%. We don't need to look at left wing. Right wing, Alanga and Murphy. Murphy is going to be getting moved on soon just because of his age. It's still a great option. I would like to keep him, though. Alanga has not done it for me. If we could potentially sell him, I would take that, if I'm being honest. He's just... I don't think he's a bad player, but he's really not hit the ground run. He's completely devoid of any sort of confidence. And so I'm not 100% sold on him, unfortunately. Voltemader's looked amazing. Obviously, the contract until 2031. That's amazing. Great to see how he's going to develop. Obviously, Wisser is 29 and only was contracted, I think, for 2 years. So not sure how he's going to go. He needs time to settle in. And then Asula is probably going to be getting sold to Eintracht Frankfurt again in this January transfer window, which is probably going to be a loan move with an option or obligation to buy at the end of the season. But we need to start putting some of these, when we sell some of these players, we need to start putting clauses in of potential buyback clauses, because we just can't keep doing this. Same with Asula. If we sell them to Frankfurt, we need to put a potential buyback clause in. We can't keep on just selling these potential prospects and not being able to get them back. Right, let's have a quick look at our fixtures going forward. So, we have the likes of Burnley away tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to do a little a prediction after this of the upcoming games tomorrow and stuff, and the day after, and on Thursday. But we should be winning this game. We should be winning Palace at home. We should be winning Leeds at home. So these are all Premier League games. And then you've got FA Cup. Again, we should be winning that, to be honest. We should be getting something out of the League Cup game as well at home. Wolves away, again, another winnable fixture. And then even PSV at home, another winnable fixture. All these, in my eyes, are very winnable fixtures. Every single one of these games. And then you go into the next one. Villa at home. This is going to be a bit of an interesting one. I do think we still should beat Villa at home, but Villa's a great team. And then we have the likes of PSG away, Liverpool away, Man City away. This, I think I'm just going to disappear for a week, because holy shit, that is just brutal. We'll be lucky to get a result out of any of these. Then we've got Brentford away, Brentford at home, again, a winnable fixture. Tottenham away, that's actually a winnable fixture as well, because they're terrible at home. Man City away, it's an interesting one, because if we are defensively astute and we can do counter-attacks like we normally do, we could potentially win that game. But again, I would presume we're potentially going to lose that. But again, winnable. That's going to be an interesting game, because it was a crazy game the other day. But if you look at that over the next 2 months, we'll say to the end of February, a lot of winnable fixtures. Obviously, with that flipping week of death for Newcastle fans, but as a whole, like for this going forward to the end of January, obviously don't include these ones because we don't want to talk about them. But these next 6 games. 7 actually, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 games we could potentially get. We could potentially win every single one of these games. Granted, do I think we will? No. We need to consolidate, like I said, bring some people in to improve this. But look, I think we have a very good chance of winning every single one of these games, to be honest. The Man City one's obviously going to be a bit more difficult of them all. But we have a lot of home games. I think we're going to be the favourites for a lot of these. So let's see. Hopefully we can get some form back in. Because I've seen some crazy takes about Eddie Howe getting sacked. No, we don't need that. We just need the team to stop performing. I don't think Eddie Howe has been the result of this. Granted, I will say this. This game here, I'll do this one actually. Just look it up. This game here was absolutely crazy. We should be winning. We should be getting at least a draw from this. The fact that for some reason we decided to do 34 crosses in the second half and not really go for shots. As you can see this here, this is our, we'll just do the second half. This is where we took our shots. All in basically a relatively similar position from the penalty spot to the right side of the goal. We weren't really doing any spin that was switching up, apart from this Lewis Hall shot that nearly went in. As you can see, it hit the bar. That was the closest one we had. But yeah, I know Joe Linton probably should have scored that. Look, I'm not gonna slate Eddie Howe. I think we need to improve a bit. I think we need to get some numbers in. We need to get some confidence. If we see the likes of Gordon getting back into form, we're going to look a better team. Second half of the season, get some players in January, and let's see what we can do. And let me know what you guys' thoughts are about everything. Let me know what you're thinking about the transfer news. If you think we should be getting anyone in, let me know. Personally, I even also said Idrissa Gana Gay, I think would be a potentially good option. Great. Obviously, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's been absolutely smashing it, which I think could potentially... I don't know if anyone's going to be able to buy him in January, but yeah, he's got, I think, 7 goals in the last 6 games, which is crazy. But either way, guys, let me know what your thoughts are, and I hope you are having an amazing Christmas and a Happy New Year. So I will speak to you all very soon in the next video.